If you want me to do a law vlog breaking down the Mueller report when it is released, all you have to do is like and subscribe and share my channel now. For those of you who have never heard of me, I am Viva Frei, a Montreal litigator turned YouTuber. I do these things called vlogs, VLAWGS.
The pun.
Where we break down and explain something that's going on in the news in terms that can be understood by lawyers and non-lawyers alike. As luck would have it, my family and I are going to Washington, D.C. in a couple of days, just in time for the release of the Mueller report. And while I'm going to be doing a lot of vlogs while we're out there visiting some of the amazing monuments, it seems cosmic that this should be the object of one of my vlogs. Now, any good lawyer should know the limits of their expertise and knowledge, and if I get the feeling that this Mueller report is a little beyond my pay grade, I will let everyone know. Just doing a little bit of background on Robert Mueller III, his father was Robert Mueller Jr., presumably son of Robert Mueller, hence the third. But has anyone actually read the words on the paper that appointed Robert Mueller III as special counsel to the Russia investigation? I hadn't until this morning, and if I hadn't, I suspect the vast majority of people have also not done it. And when I say that legalese is complicated, it's not to put lawyers on a pedestal. There is a reason why legalese is unnecessarily complicated, and it's to ensure that lawyers maintain a monopoly of the legal practice. Sorry, that's too cynical, I shouldn't have said that. So let's do this as a precursor to potentially doing the vlog of all vlogs breaking down the actual Mueller report once it's released. And for those of you who have never seen Rod Rosenstein's letter, here it is. And isn't it beautiful? By virtue of the authority vested in me, it sounds like someone's about to get married, not investigated. As acting Attorney General, including 28 USC. What's USC? United States Constitution. The powers of the Attorney General are provided for in the United States Constitution. And what is the Attorney General? The Attorney General is basically counsel to the federal government. Effectively, they decide what should and should not be prosecuted, so you couldn't have the Attorney General investigating the federal government because there would be something of a conflict of interest in that the investigating attorney would be answering to the person whom he is investigating. And just to open a parenthesis and refer back to another video I did about the Trudeau SNC-Lavalin scandal, the conflict of interest that I just described is pretty much embodied in our Canadian Attorney General, who is both the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice, and in one capacity represents the federal government on policy, and in the other capacity decides what matters are to be prosecuted independently. And as relates to the controversy regarding Trudeau and our Attorney General, the very issue was that the Attorney General was not heeding to the pressure of the Prime Minister, and consequently was demoted by the Prime Minister for pursuing a line of action that the Prime Minister did not agree with, thus interfering with what is supposed to be the independent authority of the Attorney General. Parentheses closed, back to US law. In order to discharge my responsibility to provide supervision and management of the Department of Justice, and to ensure a full and thorough investigation of the Russian government's efforts to interfere in the 2016 presidential election, I hereby order as follows. The function of the Special Counsel is to be independent of the federal government and the executive branch in order to properly investigate the federal government and executive branch. And it is both logical and necessary to ensure a proper investigation. One cannot conduct a proper investigation of someone who holds authority over them. The Attorney General can be removed by the President at the President's sole discretion. The Attorney General can also be impeached if they engage in improper conduct. The Special Counsel appointed by the Attorney General is supposed to be totally independent, uninfluenced, and uninfluenceable by the people or branch that they are investigating. And just to open up another parenthesis, I have a bit of a headache because I took a bit of a spill in the park yesterday trying to entertain the neighborhood kids with a trick that I do on the swing. It didn't go as planned this time.
You wanna do a flip?
No, I'm not gonna do a flip. Back.
Oh! This is epic failing! Oh my god, are you okay?
I'm okay. Back to the Rosenstein letter. Paragraph B. The Special Counsel is authorized to conduct the investigation confirmed by then FBI Director James B. Comey in testimony before the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence on March 20th, 2017, including, and this is the crux of the letter appointing Robert Mueller III as Special Counsel to the Russia investigation, any links and/or coordination between the Russian government and individuals associated with the campaign of President Donald Trump, any matters that arose or may arise directly from the investigation, and any other matters within the scope of Article 28 CFR Section 604A. CFR stands for the Code of Federal Regulations. Section 600 relates to the general powers of the Special Counsel, and Section 600.4A relates to the jurisdiction of the Special Counsel. And that section reads as follows. The jurisdiction of a Special Counsel shall be established by the Attorney General. The Special Counsel will be provided with a specific factual statement of the matter to be investigated. The jurisdiction of a Special Counsel shall also include the authority to investigate and prosecute federal crimes committed in the course of, and with intent to interfere with, the Special Counsel's investigation, such as perjury, obstruction of justice, destruction of evidence, and intimidation of witnesses, and to conduct appeals arising out of the matter being investigated and or prosecuted. That is a mouthful way of specifying that the jurisdiction of the special counsel relates not only to the investigation itself, but any potential obstruction or interference with the investigation itself.
How fascinating is all of this?
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But getting to the crux of the letter, Section B. Special counsel has the jurisdiction to investigate any matter that may arise directly from the investigation. Now, I don't know how the courts have interpreted what results directly from the investigation. I don't know what the case law on that says. All that I know is that once the investigation is opened, the jurisdiction of the special counsel is quite broad. And let's just get back to the letter to finish up with it. If the special counsel believes it is necessary and appropriate, the special counsel is authorized to prosecute federal crimes arising from the investigation of these matters. Section 600.4 through 600.10 of Title 28 of the Code of Federal Regulations are applicable to the special counsel. Signed May 17th, 2017, Rod J. Rosenstein, Acting Attorney General. Phone drop. No, don't want to break my phone. Mueller's report is apparently 300 to 400 pages long, so we're gonna see how we go about tackling that if we determine that we can, by we I mean I, can actually tackle that as something that can be broken down in a vlog. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. If you like this channel, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share it with anybody who will listen. Friends, parents, grandparents, pets if they have YouTube accounts. Don't do that, that violates the terms of use of YouTube's channel. Please don't do that, I'll get in trouble. The most important thing is, now you know your vlog. Peace out, boom!